Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Caught Lookin. As always, I'm your host, Meg, and joining me tonight are Molly and Madeline. Just in case we sound a little different this week, our dear, lovely audio editor, 1D, is taking a well-deserved break. We miss you, but we do apologize for any ahs, and long pauses that may happen. But for now, happy Pride, ladies. How are we doing
Happy
tonight?
Pride.
Happy Pride. Doing great. How are you, Meg?
Living the dream, as they say.
Awesome. Awesome.
So, this week, our boys were so-so. I will say, I think taking the series from the Yankees is the biggest W, and also Bibee getting his first win. I think those two things right there make this whole week a win for me.
Absolutely. And honestly, if I had the choice between taking the series with the Yankees and taking the series with the Rangers, 10 out of 10 times I'm taking the Yankees. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't really care that it was the Aaron Judge-less and Giancarlo Stanton-less Yankees. It's still the Yankees,
mhm.
and people still have their expectations of them, regardless of who is playing in those pinstripes. Um, and we won 9-4, 5-4. And the last one was that which game was that? Was that Gavin's game?
Mm,
Which one did we lose? 1-2. Who was?
That's,
Oh, that was
mm.
Slade.
yeah.
Slade pitched well that game.
Yeah,
We
that was
just
just a
didn't
1-2
have,
game.
yeah,
Yeah.
we just didn't have the offense, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
kind of, the story of our losses these days, I feel like.
And like our first loss against the Rangers was only 2-3. So again, not like I mean, we won't talk about what happened in the finale, but
No, 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 they got an extra break today. They're on their way home right
yeah,
now. They got
they did
home
not play
early.
today.
No, it was really
Crazy.
Yeah.
a two-game series is weird, but we'll take it.
Also impressive that the first game in the Yankees series, we won 9-4, and it was against a pitcher who has like a 1 ERA, or had, I should say, uh, Schlitter, if I hope I am saying that correctly.
Right. Dude, we were robbed of Rick Manning not announcing that game, honest to God,
Right.
because I am sure the amount of times that man would have said Schittler would have had an FCC violation heading his way.
They probably planned it that way, right?
Almost certainly. They're like, guys, we cannot send him out there.
He's a
Um,
liability.
that truly, truly. Yeah. I mean, Schlittler is one of their stars.
I feel like he's been like the talk of the season for
hmm
pitchers in general. So the fact that
Is
we
he on
did
the
as well
Cy
as we
Young
did
watch
against
or
him,
the Rookie of the Year? That's the other.
I
I
would
feel
assume
like
he's
he's
at
in.
least on Cy Young watch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
would
he's
think
at a
so.
1.87 ERA with a .87 whip and I mean 7-3 record. That's not as important. But yeah, we took him to town.
I remember they said we scored the most runs off of him as any game has. So that's very cool. I was
That
excited to
is.
see that.
Yeah,
Hashtag cards
that's
ball.
oh my God, we guards balled the hell out of that. And then game two, who were we? Oh, Garrett Cole. We won
Yeah.
against Garrett
Yeah.
Cole too.
Great point. Great points.
And got hits and scores off of Tim Hill, who has historically been one of our nemesis, if you will.
Yeah, for sure. I think with Cole, I mean, he's obviously been such a dominant pitcher his whole career, but like he's been on the IL most of the season, so you kind of like didn't know what you were getting with
hmm
him. And I think he still pitched quite well. We just, we got lucky a few times. So
Was this his first game back or was that his last game?
I believe he has two. He's actually on
Okay.
my fantasy team. So this week was like, of course, I will
Yeah.
sacrifice my fantasy team for a
Yeah.
Oh,
Guards win against
absolutely.
him. But
Yeah, his record
He
is one and
didn't
one so
he
far. It
didn't do
looks
bad though, did he?
no, it was okay. It was okay
Yeah.
for me.
six hits. Yeah, it 6 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. So
Not the best.
we did score off of him, but we were able to get that last one off of Hill. Which game had Bazana's bases loaded triple with 2 outs?
Was that the
I think
finale?
actually
Hmm.
I think it was game one against the Yankees, the 9-4 one. He's listed as, let me see
He had
when.
4 RBI in that game, so I'm assuming yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually think I remember I was getting ready for bed. I'm like, oh, we got this because we were already ahead. And then I got a notification that he had like a triple, and I was cool. Glad I missed that. Exciting.
Now I can't remember. I'm having a hard time like looking at all of the stats right now, trying to find. Oh, did he have the triple in Texas? Sorry. He had the triple against the Rangers.
Did he hit a home run, maybe? The
He
Yankees
did
opener?
He had
get
a
he got a
double in
double,
that
yeah.
game, I
Double,
think.
is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. I know he scored some runs for us, or got some RBIs, I should say.
Yeah, he did
Okay,
have
the
four
triple was in the
RBIs.
opener versus the Rangers,
Yeah, that was clutch, man, because that's
which we
his.
lost.
Was that the game we lost against the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rangers? Oh,
Hmm.
damn. How the hell do you do that? Oh, yeah. No, it was the double. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm getting all mixed up now, guys. I'm so sorry. My
He's
brain
just too
is
good. He has too many
literally,
hits. We're
I'm like,
getting them all
oh,
He's
mixed
God.
up.
back.
It was a bases loaded double that brought in 3 runs. That was the first game of
Yeah.
the Yankees
Hmm.
series.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking about. I think it was the ninth inning. It was the eighth inning or the ninth inning. It was late in the game. We were
Exactly.
down, and he hadn't had any hits at that point, and 2 outs, bases loaded. The only man I think in a Guardians uniform this year to have a successful at bat with the bases loaded. Because how many times have we come up with 2 guys on, 3 guys on, and
Hmm.
0 outs, and nothing has happened?
I
I
mean, I
do
feel
think,
like in the last 5 years of this team, how many
Oh
times
my
has that
God.
happened?
yeah. I think we were technically still ahead, but it was by like 1 run. So like
Mm.
you never want just 1 run
Oh
between
yeah.
you, any team, let alone the Yankees. So those insurance runs were huge.
Yeah, but that triple against the Rangers that no one could get him home for was also that was disheartening. Another one of the runners left on base curse that we seem to have. But yeah, I mean, like you said, taking 2 against the Yankees is a huge, huge win. I'm never hopeful, especially at in New York. That is always, I feel like it's difficult. But Jose does love hitting there. They did have a stat pop up about how Jose hits in Yankee Stadium, and he's like got a 400 average, and he balls out there for some reason.
I saw a
Posey
tweet, I
hates
forget
the
who it was
Yankees.
from, but it was like he hits this well at Yankee Stadium and he still doesn't want to play there permanently.
He's just like us. He hates the Yankees too.
Yes,
Exactly.
it's always, always fuck the Yankees.
But the
But
good news is that we get to face them again.
I
And
know that's
I
literally what I
believe we
was
can do
about
it
to say.
again. We can
Yes,
take 2 of 3 again.
I mean, that does give us some confidence. Like, knowing
yes,
you can beat an intimidating team like them is awesome. And you can just do it again right
And
after.
they're obligated to win tomorrow because it's Pride Night. So
Exactly.
there's one in the
exactly.
Yeah.
books.
Happy Pride.
It would be
So
very homophobic if we lost.
It
truly,
would. I mean, it was homophobic that we lost the series against the Rangers.
I
yeah, it
know in
was like how,
Texas,
I'm sorry, how could you let the homophobic Rangers beat you?
Exactly.
That's not
On
fair.
Pride Night Eve, too.
Stupid. So the guy I'm looking right now, tomorrow night, first of all, we've got Big Rig on the mound, which bodes well for us, obviously, tomorrow. And Will Warren. I've never heard of this
I was
man
going to say,
before.
Loki, I have no idea who that is.
So it looks like I think he's a rookie because he only has 2020. Oh no, I'm sorry. He debuted in 2024.
Oh, wow.
Never heard of this man, and he's been
Turns
with the
out I just
Yankees the
don't watch
entire
ball.
time. Apparently, neither, same here. I
his
don't know.
um his win-loss is pretty impressive this year. He's won seven, lost one.
Yeah,
Pretty okay ERA, 3.22, 1.20 whip. We'll see what happens. But we got
yeah.
Gavin.
I believe in Gavin.
Yes. I think being at home will pick up the boys' spirits. Will Warren's last 7 games, he has a slightly higher ERA. He's allowed 36 hits and 16 home runs in his last 7 games. So hopefully we can get to him. What was
Quan
his?
has a
Oh, you know what?
667 average against him. Love that.
Ooh, do love
Okay.
that. So it
Mm.
looks like actually this guy may have just come off the IL or something because his last, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm reading this wrong. Again, my brain is all over the place. His last game pitched was May 31st. I'm like, that's forever ago. No, man, it was last week.
Last week. It's like we're in June. Can't be. That can't have
No,
been
like I
recent.
am in full summer mode at this point, even though my kids are still in school. I don't know where my head is. I'm sorry, guys.
Meg's on summer break. It's fine.
Truly.
Um,
So yeah, we'll see how we can, hopefully we can get to him. He did give up, he gave up 6 hits, but no runs against the Athletics his last game.
I don't
Gavin
know.
does have slightly better numbers than him. He's got a 320 ERA versus Warren's 322. and he's got 94 Ks over Warren's 70, and then a
Hell yeah, big
108
rig.
whip versus his like 120.
Yeah.
So I have faith in Big Rig.
Yeah, he's got this. I
But
will say on the ninth though, it's gonna be Garrett Cole versus Slade.
What
Listen,
better
no
time
one
for Slade
believes
to
in
pop
Slade more
off?
than me. I am fully behind Slade Ciccone, but that's a rough matchup.
well, didn't he do well during his
Yeah.
last when he pitched against them last, was it last Tuesday already? Because didn't he,
Hmm.
God, whenever
Yeah.
I because he did pitch against the Yankees last week. Yeah, it's the 2-1 loss. So I mean he held the
Okay.
Yankees. He held the Yankees to 1 run, 4 hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. So he did actually do well that game. That was just the game where we could not score. We were batting against Rodon, who seems to another guy who kind of like seems to always have our number. But you
Sure.
said who are we batting against on Tuesday?
It's Garrett Cole again, which I
Okay.
mean, we won,
Yeah, we
right?
got to
So we could do it
Cole,
again.
so yeah, we were able to take him down. So now that I'm hoping that because we so recently saw him, we'll be able to do the same thing. But also, I mean that, that's a two-sided knife. Like they saw our guys too. They saw Williams
Yeah.
and Slade. So there's a possibility that they could also take us down. Who's on the mound on Wednesday?
And they did
Parker.
see our better offense as well in two of those three games.
Yeah.
So
Oh, it's
Yeah.
gonna be it's gonna be Parker against Rodon on Wednesday.
Ooh, strikeout kings.
Yeah, well, Parker did not have a good game the last time he was up.
so he's due for a good game.
He is.
Yeah.
I mean, they did only score 3. So that is kind of funny how like distorted it becomes in your brain. Like I'm thinking he did not do well. Oh my God, but he gave up 3 runs. Like
Hmm.
5 hits, 3 runs, run, walk, 4 strikeouts. It's because that strikeout is so low and that hit is so high that I'm like,
We're
oh,
not
he
used
had
to
a
him
really
giving up any
exact
runs.
exactly. Yes. Like that's
Yeah.
that's the distorted version I have because it was only a 3-2 game. Again, it was another game that was winnable if our offense actually showed up, which we did also have, we had 7 hits. Why did we have it was the runners left on
Mm.
base bullshit
Hmm.
again.
It hurts so much.
Seriously. I hope being home will help them. But I would be interested to see if there's a difference between home and away with us when it comes to how many guys we leave on base. I'm sure that stat is
Mm.
somewhere. There's people all over the place doing weird random stats. But I would be interested to see. I don't have a gut check feeling either way as to which one it could possibly be. If we leave more runners on base away, because that would be my gut.
Another good thing is that we will have the power of pride on our side tomorrow. So
Yes.
And also, one thing to look forward to is after the Yankee series, Detroit's coming here, and we've won all 5 games against them so far this year. I mean, just in general, they're not doing super great. So hopefully, we see a really good weekend.
Yes, they put up a graphic today because they were talking about it on the game that I unfortunately watched all of. The Guardians are one of the teams in the league that have played the least amount of divisional games so far.
Really? That's
Yeah,
interesting.
we've only played 14, I want to say. And we're 9-5 in our division. All of the other teams, at least in the Central Division, the AL Central, have played a good, I don't know, 20 or so in division games. So technically, with our 9-5 record, we are second in divisional games in the AL Central right now. So yeah, us doing this, having the Tigers, I'm assuming there's going to be a run on the amount of games that we're playing soon, divisional games.
Hmm.
So we've got the Yankees, the Tigers, the Brewers, the Astros. There's the White Sox. A 3-game series against the White Sox. Mariners, Rangers again, more White Sox. White Sox and then Twins going into July. So yeah, we do have a couple coming up here, a couple series. We do back-to-back Twins too, like maybe not back-to-back exactly, but
Hmm.
like within a week or so of each other, kind of like this. The schedule is weird this year,
I'm
guys.
I
It's
know.
really
I'm okay.
weird.
Yeah, if you look in June and July, so we're playing like Yankees, Texas, both of those teams twice. We're
Yeah,
playing the Chicago White Sox twice.
the Twins
That's
twice.
weird, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It feels very weird. Yeah.
And it's not even like it's just division rivals. Like we're playing interleague twice, you know?
Very odd. Very weird. I don't know what the computer was doing this year. Bring back that old couple that did this by hand.
Literally.
They were really
Aw.
good at that. But anyway, speaking of going back to the discussion about the Tigers series, we have, as Molly mentioned, a three-game series in Cleveland against the Tigers Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So those should be good games, first of all, good competitive games. It's always fun to play the Tigers. But Skubal started his rehab today. So apparently he is only like about a month and a week out from this semi-experimental surgery. I think they
The
said it's like,
loose bodies surgery.
yes, yes,
My
to
least favorite way to describe any
So
injury.
strange.
I know. I don't want loose. There should be no loose bodies within the human body. That's awkward and it makes me like full body shivers. So one caveat that I do have to say is he is playing at the high A level right now because they wanted to keep him close. And this is just where their team was playing. The West Michigan Whitecaps. So he pitched 5 innings, threw 54 total pitches, 44 pitches for strikes.
Imagine being in high A and saying that you face Skubal. That's
Dude, seriously.
Did you
oh
see what those tickets were going for though?
They mentioned
no.
it on air today. It was like the
Be
cheapest
like
one was like,
$700.
yes,
Yeah.
That's
Like normally those
insane.
tickets are
crazy.
like $10,
It's
$15
high
behind
A,
home plate.
exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were selling for $700.
Crazy. Absolutely nuts.
Gosh.
But yeah, he pitched 5 innings, 2 hits. So those two guys that got those hits off of him, that is all they're going to talk about forever. I got a hit off of Tarek Skubal. You can't
In
tell me
2026.
exactly.
Oh
Um,
man.
and six Ks. So he did well.
Yeah.
It's also so yeah, here he underwent elbow surgery on May 6th. A 1 month and 1 day later, he threw five
That's
scoreless on
crazy that he's
54
pitching
pitches.
again
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
already.
a
Wow.
nanoscopic technology halves the return time. So
Wow.
basically, maybe Skubal is just that guy, but this is Passan. But if nanoscopic technology halves the return time from bone chip injuries, what an advancement. One of the previous, back on May 4th, when Skubal went out, Passan tweeted that he will undergo surgery to remove loose bodies in his left elbow. Such
Sounds like there's
procedures,
just people in his elbow.
just little Oompa Loompas,
Little
just
guys.
But Passan said that such procedures typically sideline players for 2 to 3 months. So yeah, so if
Mm.
this surgery, apparently it's I don't know much about it, but it sounds like it's relatively new, could like Passan said, revolutionize
Hmm.
the
hmm
the
Yeah.
rehab of some of these guys. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
Especially if Skubal comes back like nothing happened, like that'll be insane.
Yeah.
And I mean, so far it sounds like he is, but again, it's high A, so
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
interested to see if they're going to keep him down. So it does, there's, obviously somebody they're doing post-game interviews with him and someone asked when he thinks he'll return to the Tigers and he said that's a good question that I'm not going to answer. So
well,
that's
hopefully not
either
till next
Fair
week.
enough.
yeah, exactly. So it's completely possible that the Tigers are like, fuck it, we've got nothing left to lose. They bring him up and he could be
Mhm.
pitching against us Friday or Saturday since he threw today. I mean, sorry, Saturday or Sunday.
Interesting
I
that like we're playing at home, so we're a lot closer than say if they were playing the Dodgers. They probably
yeah,
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
bring
a
him
good
up
point.
for that
exact.
kind of game,
I mean,
but
I will
it's
say
only
though,
what, an hour and a half?
Mhm.
yeah, I will say though, I'm sure the Tigers, of course, they want to win, but also they probably want him to get as many starts as they can
hmm
because he's gonna, I mean, almost definitely gonna be traded at the deadline, right? Like getting as many like wins under his belt as like he can will only benefit
Hmm.
the Tigers in every way.
I was curious who the other minor league teams for the Tigers are, because I was wondering like where they existed
Yeah, that's
across the
interesting
country.
because their AAA team is not far at
No,
all.
yeah, it's in Erie,
Yeah, isn't
Pennsylvania.
the okay?
Isn't it Toledo?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh,
that
oh,
the
I'm sorry.
Toledo
That's their
Mudhead.
double A.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Toledo is their triple A, Erie is their double A, West Michigan is their high A, and then Lakeland, which I'm assuming is also no, that's in Florida, is their low A.
So I'd not be shocked if they send him to Toledo for at least a game then.
Yeah, so it would be interesting to see where Toledo and Erie are playing their next scheduled
Mm,
games
true.
next week because it sounds
Yeah.
like they want to that's the reason why they put him in West Michigan is to
Hmm.
keep
Yeah.
him nearby. I know that's why they put Quan in Lake County last year, 2 years ago, when he was doing his rehab because they didn't want him traveling with the minor league teams. So
Hmm.
that's now why he has a Lake County championship ring. That's
That's so
that's my
funny.
favorite fun little fact that they presented.
Yeah.
They gave Quan a championship ring.
Yeah, it's so funny. I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if we see Skubal on Friday. I'm kind of betting on it, to be honest, but it'll be interesting. I mean, look, it's sucks that we have like one of our division rivals has like arguably the best pitcher in baseball, but you always want to face the good guys or the really talented guys. It's always good
Yeah.
for
Hmm.
baseball when you do. So, bring it on, I guess.
And
Tarek
we've been
Skubal.
kind of successful against him, haven't we?
We've had some
He
luck. I don't know what our record is against him.
3-3. ERA of 233 and 84 strikeouts.
Anything
Could
could
be
happen.
worse. His last 4 games have been very good, though. Well, his last 6 games have been very good against us.
Mm, of
Tarek.
course.
But his last game against us was a loss, so let's keep that
Didn't
pattern
we
going.
um didn't we get a win off of him in the playoffs? Am I making that
Hmm.
up?
So could
That
have been
is
like one of the
because we did. I
last
mean, didn't we
series.
just played them like back to back? That might have been maybe the beginning, September 23rd. September 23rd, 20. Sorry, guys, we're just like randomly Googling shit.
Hey, we're doing
Enjoy.
our research. We're making sure that we're right.
Exactly. No fake news here.
I think it would have been the last series of the regular season.
Baseball Reference does not say that this is a playoff game or anything. This looks like it
Yeah,
was
Yeah,
most
I think it
likely a
was the
I'm
regular
just
last
season
wrong.
game.
I think it
series of
was
the regular
wishful
season.
thinking that I was saying we beat him in the playoffs.
I mean, we won this game, so we've got
Hopefully
that
you cannot
coming.
hear our frantic typing in this podcast.
Well, even with the loss to the Rangers, we are still comfortably on top of the AL Central.
We
We've
still
got
have
that
not been
going for
swept,
us.
correct?
I don't think we have. Could also just be, making stuff up. That's also a possibility.
I don't
We
think we
love to do
have.
that on
I
this
mean, we've
podcast.
lost a number of series, but I don't think we have been swept.
Yeah,
We have swept, but I don't think we have been
Hmm
swept.
yeah, exactly. We mopped is what we did.
We did mop.
All right, that's too much work to look through, but I
I'm pretty sure we have not because I mean I just saw a tweet about it the other day, so we did
hmm
not get swept the last few days. So I'm assuming it's still correct.
Yeah.
yeah, we're currently up 2 games from the White Sox. And then there's a
That's
very large
crazy. What do
gap.
you mean the White Sox are in
I
second?
know, right?
Like I've just been
It's
thinking that this whole
this
season.
is the
I
the
know.
American
It's
League
so funny.
Central, aside from us being number one, because duh, of course, it's all topsy-turvy. It's White Sox are number two, Twins are number three, Tigers are number four, Royals are number five? What?
And like the
Yeah.
Twins being in third place, they're 7 games back.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it
That is
is like
crazy.
the Guardians and the White Sox like 2 games back, and then the Twins are like,
Yeah.
and then the Tigers and the Royals are both 9.5 games back. Like
hmm
that's crazy, crazy
Pride of the
pace.
American
Yeah.
League, Cleveland and Chicago White Sox.
Now
Honestly, American League in general is like overall pretty
it's
bad
it's
right
kind
now.
of
Like
sad. Yeah,
the
Yeah.
yeah,
if some team had to play a National League team, in some Madoff World Series in June, the National League team would just kill them. Like
yeah. I don't know what's going on in the
embarrassing.
National League right now.
Do the National League teams have the power of friendship?
No,
No.
of course
And
not.
they don't.
For the first time, the National League Central has a team under 500.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Until
Yeah.
And it's
this weekend.
Ohio.
Yeah, it's our dear friend Terry Francona and his
Yeah.
Reds.
Sad.
They're 2 games under 500 right now. Um,
And like NL Central historically is like a pretty bad division overall. So it is
it's
kind of fun to see actually. Like,
it's
Oh
cr
yeah.
it's crazy to see that the Brewers, the Cardinals, the Cubs, and the Pirates are all
yeah,
over. That was like the dominant division in the National League right now. Like it's
yeah.
that's insane.
It's so
I feel
funny.
like everywhere I go around here, like baseball environment wise, people are talking about, oh, the Pirates are so different this year. Like there's something different about the Pirates this year. So it seems like Pirates fans are quite happy at the moment, even though
They deserve
they're,
it, honestly,
what, fourth?
in my opinion at least.
I mean, I'm still kind of pissy at them about how they traded Austin Hedges, but we'll look
Oh,
past
fair.
that.
Fair.
Speaking of my love of my life,
Perfect
we got
segue.
we got to see him pitch today.
Is that a good thing?
Awesome.
It is in my book.
Yeah. You know, two things can be true. It can be
Yes,
a devastating loss, and we can have fun watching a
It
I
position
was
will
player
it was the
exactly.
pitch.
one good thing to come out of today.
Yeah.
Exactly. Though the poor dude, his ERA tanked today. He added a couple runs to that ERA that he's, I'm sure, very upset about. Yeah, 4 hits and
Tarnishing
two
his
earned runs.
record.
He's very proud of
I
his
know, me
ERA,
too.
and it's disappointing to see, but hopefully, well, no, I'm not going to say hopefully he
Oh
brings that back
no.
up. No, we
No,
don't
we
want
never want
that.
to see him pitch again,
No.
unless
It
we're
went from
winning.
0 to 13.50.
Oh God.
What
What's
happened?
his career at now?
540.
Oh, still do Oh, and another old friend that we saw this weekend, Cal Quantrill. We saw
Yeah.
Cal pitch.
Loki did not
Well,
know he was a ranger.
Neither did I. When he came on, I got that notification. I'm like, who?
Yeah.
I
And
Cal?
will
is he in
always miss
the
Cal
bullpen? Is
Quantrill.
he not a starter anymore?
I guess not. I guess
Yeah.
he's coming out of the bullpen. I mean, at some point you gotta like do whatever you're gonna do to be able to,
Stay in the
keep
league.
going. Exactly.
Yeah. I
Oh,
just will never
dear
forget
Cal.
like the legend of Cal Quantrill. Like I have such a
Ugh.
warm,
I
like so much warmth for that man.
I know. I love him,
Same.
honestly.
Regardless of his pitching, it was, inconsistent when he played for us, but
The vibes were good.
exactly. What a fun guy.
Oh, this is interesting. So he jumped around a little bit since I'm sorry, we DFA'd Quantrill at the end of 2023 in the offseason. He hung out with the Rockies during 2024, but in 2025 he bounced from the Marlins to the Braves, and then actually he was with the Rangers at the end of last year, starting at the beginning of September in their minor leagues. So he elected free agency at the end of last year, but then at the beginning of this year in January, re-signed with the Rangers on a minor league contract. And then in April, the Rangers selected his contract and added him to the active roster. Um,
Love that for him.
yeah, he is listed as a Texas Rangers relief pitcher. So I guess they did transition him into the bullpen, even though he was making starts in their minor league system. So who knows?
Hmm. That feels like an Eli Morgan type transition. Like he was perfectly serviceable as a starter, but then
Hmm.
like they just had too many starters, so they moved into the bullpen and he
Yeah,
seemed
they're
to
like,
thrive
sorry, dude,
there.
Yeah.
we need a innings hitter.
Well, we did have a great game of offense on Saturday.
Yeah, our shutout. Yes. Have we
Yeah.
talked about the fact that that was Bybee's first win?
Oh my gosh, I don't think
Oh
so. It came to
yeah.
mind
Oh,
earlier, but
I'm so
yeah.
happy for him. Like, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Like, I know he was interviewed during the game today, and he made a good point, obviously. Like, the pitcher can control what he can control.
Hmm.
Everything else is off of he literally can't do anything to help, especially now that, it's universal DH. Even, no matter what team we're playing, there's
Hmm.
nothing he can do. He said he's like, I'm playing a completely different game than everybody else is
Yeah.
playing on the field right now. So now, obviously that could be like, PR speak. And he could be
Hmm.
seething underneath everything.
I'm
uh
sure there's a huge amount of frustration, like that he can pitch a pretty good game
yeah.
and they're gonna lose. So I'm sure even if he's not going to say it, I'm sure getting this first win under his belt this season is going to take a little bit of pressure off of him. Hopefully he can, use that to his advantage and, continue to pitch really well. I mean, he pitched 8 innings too, like really great. Like it wasn't just serviceable, it was really good.
Oh, he had a
So
great game. He's had a good couple
yeah,
games.
he has. I do think
Um,
he's improving overall this season. Like I'm not ready to, some people had the tar and pitchforks out for him earlier in the season. I wasn't ready to give up on him.
no.
I think the same thing happened last year. Like he had some rough patches and like everyone just immediately gave up on him, but he's still, a perfectly good pitcher.
Yeah, and I've mentioned it before. Is he our ace? Probably not. No. That's a fight between Gavin and Parker at this point. If I had to order our one, I think Tanner started this year as a makeup for he was the season opener as a makeup for last year
Hmm.
The
because
food
he
poisoning
yes
incident.
the Chipotle but apparently not Chipotle incident, not sure there, but yes, I do believe that if he had made his start last year, then I think they would have named Gavin as this regular season starter this year. If they asked me, Meg, how would you order our starters?
Meg, will
Even
you start our game?
no. I won't do that. But yeah, I would say Gavin's our number one, Parker's our number two. Even though it was rough today, the rest of the year he has been good. I would put Joey at our number three, and then it would be a fight between Tanner and Slade for four and five. I think probably Tanner at four, Slade at five. That's kind of where my head is thinking right now.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that might be fair for this season. I will say that I don't think, like, when it all comes out in the wash, I think that Tanner may be a better pitcher than Joey overall. But Joey, tonight aside, or today aside,
Well,
he's
today
been
didn't
doing pretty
happen.
good.
Didn't
Yeah.
happen. Today does not exist.
Yeah.
We just didn't play today.
Nope. It was very nice of them to give the boys a Sunday off. They don't get many of those.
Yeah.
Poor Joey. He just was shelled today. I don't know.
Mm,
I don't know what happened there,
very
man.
rough.
He just could not get it together, which is interesting. He actually did strike out seven. He was there was something there. He only walked two and struck out seven, but he had 9 hits and seven earned
Mhm.
runs, like in
And
five
they just
innings.
capitalized on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were just putting hits together.
They interviewed Carl mid-game after one of Joey's pretty brutal innings when Carl had to go out to talk to him. And Kaylee was asking him like what do you think's going on, and he's like I think Joey's tipping pitches or something. They're seeing something, especially when a guy's on
Mhm.
second, and they just have a good read on him right now, and they're able to get the bat on the ball and
Hmm.
make him pay for it. So yeah, sometimes that just happens. The team just gets a good feel for the pitcher that's out there, and they're just able to take him to the mat. Hopefully Joey will be able to shake it off and rest and get back to it, in the next couple
Yeah.
days here.
Don't quote me on this, but I feel like we're just like bad on Sundays. Because I feel like
Oh yeah.
every
No,
time
yeah.
that I
I think
join this
that's been all
podcast, it's
season.
after a loss.
The
And
boys
we always film
absolutely,
on Sundays.
yeah. No, the boys absolutely have a terrible case of the Sunday scaries.
I think the last time I was on, we were playing while we were recording,
Mm.
and it was just like, oh, they scored again, not the Guardians. Oh, they scored again. Oh,
Yeah.
they scored again.
Yeah. It's the Browns curse. We can just blame it on the Browns.
A bad day in
Good
Cleveland,
idea.
day of the week.
Yeah. That's Sundays are not pleasant in Cleveland. And I mean the Cavs were the same way all season. Sunday afternoon games, they could not get
Mm.
their shit together. I don't know what the hell it is, but yeah, full blown Sunday scaries. But one positive thing I did see a tweet a couple days ago, I think it was Codify, but they were counting out the number of starting pitchers each team has used this year so far. I can't remember the team that used the most, but there are some teams up there that have used like 12 or 13 starters already, which we've been on that list before, I feel
Yeah.
like. So
Yeah.
knock on all of the wood, anything
Hmm.
you can find, knock on it right now. But
Yeah.
we have started our five every single time. We have not need to put any of those guys. Zabrowski's on the IL and Gabby's on the IL right now. I think those are our only two.
Do you know how many teams had only used their five?
Hold on. Just us. We
Oh
are the
wow.
only
That's
here,
awesome.
I did retweet it, so let me see if I can find the tweet.
Yeah,
Also,
we've definitely been in the
there it is.
opposite boat where we have had a ton of injuries come at
Hmm.
the same time. So this is awesome.
Yeah, so Houston has used 13. They are
Wow.
the top team. Cleveland has used 5. We are the only one to use 5.
That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah,
Wow.
San Francisco, Arizona, St. Louis, and Seattle have used 6.
Mhm.
Pittsburgh's used 7. Oakland, KC, and Texas have used 8. And then there's like a 9, 10, 11, and 12. But yeah, Toronto's used 11. Where are the Tigers in this? Detroit, 12.
Yeah, they've been riddled with
Yeah.
injuries.
Yeah, they're
Right.
not. The last time we played them, they had a graphic up saying that basically the entire Guardians payroll was on their current IL.
Crazy.
That's sad and upsetting
Mhm.
and like, oh, very bad. Not
Speaking
good.
of speaking of guys on the IL, my hope was to see Gabriel Arias play a baseball game last night
Oh yeah.
because I went to the Columbus Clippers game, or attempted to rather.
I tried.
So we had tickets to the Clippers game. It was a 7 p.m. start, and wouldn't you know it, after we drove 2 hours to get down to Columbus, the skies opened up and it rained for 2 hours. So the game did not start till 9. So we only got to watch one inning of baseball before we had to go. So I did not get to see much of Gabby or of Ralphie or anybody that I was excited to see.
Womp
But
womp.
it was still very fun, and we still had a good time. And I got to see my favorite person ever, Nick Whitgren, because he is a pitching coach down there now.
Yay.
So
Yay.
I gave him some baseball cards because he did not know that he had any numbered sets. He didn't know he had any of
Aw.
25s or of 50s. So I got to give him a Memorial Day Cleveland Indians card of 25 and a Father's Day Cardinals card of 50.
Oh, I love
And
that.
he was like so excited to get them because he didn't know they existed. And he was like, "Are you sure you don't want to keep these?" And I was like, "Dude, like I have all of your other cards. I promise you can have these." But
Aw.
yeah, that was definitely the highlight of the evening because there was not much baseball to be watched for me, unfortunately. But it was still really cool, and like I totally recommend going to a Clippers game if you can, because Huntington Park was just so cool, and like I don't know, it was I feel like some minor league games feel like major league games, like the prices are super expensive and like it's super crowded and all that. But this just felt like so calm and relaxing. Maybe it was because of the weather. There wasn't a ton of people,
Yeah, that
but
could
like the
definitely be part
prices,
of it.
yeah, but like the food prices weren't bad. The merch prices weren't bad. And like parking was super easy. And it's actually right by, Nationwide Arena where the Blue Jackets play.
Oh,
So like there's
nice.
that whole arena district down there where you can like go to bars and stuff. And there's actually a card shop down there, which I didn't get to go to, but it looked really cool. So
Can make a whole
highly
day of it.
recommend. Exactly, yeah. Highly
Yeah.
recommend going to a Clippers game if you can.
We are like very lucky in Cleveland to have like our AAA, AA, and single A teams within driving distance of
Right,
Mm-hmm.
us.
yeah.
Like, it might not be like the most convenient thing sometime to go to those games, but like depending on where you live, you could easily, just take a couple hours and go to that game. Like we
Hmm.
we're just really lucky in that respect.
Yeah,
Sometimes
you
you'll
could
hear about like a
totally.
minor league team in another for another team and you're like in a totally different state, something like
Right.
that. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
No, you could totally hit all of them in like a week span.
Oh yeah. The captains are only 20 minutes from
Hmm.
downtown Cleveland.
Hmm.
Like it's super super easy and like you guys mentioned, they're super cheap and the whole goal of a minor league team, especially for a team like the Captains or the Ducks, is to get people in the seats. So they have all of these crazy promotions and stuff. Aren't the Captains also like partially owned by the Portland Pickles now too? So they're like
They have some kind of
partnership or
like
something.
affiliation or
Yeah.
something, yeah.
So they do some crazy like theme nights. So
Hmm.
if that's something that you guys are interested in, I highly, highly recommend taking a look at especially like their promotional schedule and seeing if there's anything that strikes your fancy because they do some very funny stuff. I'm gonna try and bring up their promo schedule now.
I'm not
Um,
sure if anyone here or if anyone listening is a Good Mythical Morning slash Rhett and Link fan, but the captains were featured on a GMM episode not terribly long ago, like a few years ago, because they have that like giant Moby Dick sandwich. I don't know
oh,
exactly
I've
what's on
never
it,
even heard of that one.
but it's like burgers and fish sandwich and like a ton of things all together in one. And GMM does this crazy stadium foods series on their channel, and that was on it. So that was really cool because like normally it's just major league teams that they feature on that, but they featured the captains on that, which was really cool. So
Oh, that is
That's so
cool.
fun. I know some minor league teams are now having like instead of dog nights, cat nights,
oh my
which
God, I want that
as a
so
as a slightly
bad.
crazy cat lady myself, like I
Yes.
would be so excited to go to one of those. I mean, I my cat couldn't handle that, but I'd love to
Oh,
see them.
so I'm looking at their promo schedule right now, and here's a really fun one. So on Friday, June 26th, there's a glow night. So glow accessories and high energy entertainment are going to be happening. Plus, there's a post game fireworks. So that could be a really fun one to go to with like all the glow sticks and stuff
That's
around.
fun.
They have a
I did
couple.
notice when we were at Huntington Park yesterday that they're getting like the official glow baseball, whatever it's called.
Ooh,
Like the glow in the dark baseball. They're coming to Huntington Park sometime this year, so I think that would be so cool to see.
that's fun.
Nice.
In July, they're doing a mascot Olympics.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, so July 12th. They also do, so they do all of the dog nights and stuff, but they have a bunch of them throughout the year, and they have a specific dog that they feature every dog night. Oh, and also every game that is played in the daytime during the week is a ditch work day.
Love that.
But yeah, they have like Great Danes, they have boxers, they have, all sorts of, there's a wiener dog night, of course. Duh. And they do have the bat dog, Makoro the bat dog, the
Oh, true.
the bestest baby
Amazing.
ever.
No, I
So yeah.
totally wish that one of our teams did a cat night because I do have a cat stroller and I would be putting both of my cats in the cat
Yes.
stroller and taking them with us.
Oh,
That's
ladies, here we
awesome.
go. Something we have to do a special time. Saturday, August 1st is Women in Sports Night.
Ooh, that's the day before
So
my
Okay.
birthday. We should totally do
that's
it.
even
Ooh.
perfect. Okay, so first of all, we need to get together with the captain's admin and talk to them about that, featuring the Caught Lookin girls on
Just
Women in
putting a
Sport
plug
Night.
out there.
Exactly. Captain's admin, if you're
Hey,
listening,
besties.
DM us. But yeah, I won't go through the entire promo schedule, even though I
Mhm.
am right now scrolling through it and having a lot of fun. Golden Retriever nights. Oh,
Nice.
so cute. Okay. Um,
Not a Guardians affiliate, but I know I've mentioned them before. The Crushers are also 20 minutes out of Cleveland
oh,
in
nice.
Avon,
Yeah.
and they are like so much fun. Like sometimes I would rather go to a Crushers game than a Major League game. Like they're so fun, they're so relaxed, they're so cheap. Like I don't know. They're just
Yeah.
so much fun. They're Frontier
I've
League. They're still an MLB affiliate, but they're not like affiliated with a specific team.
Mhm. I've been to a Crushers game, and I just love how intimate the stadium
Hmm.
is.
hmm
Not a bad
Yeah.
seat. It's so that makes it really fun. You really feel like you're part of the game.
Yeah, you can sit like right behind home plate or right next to the dugout for like $10. So,
Awesome.
That's so cool. Unless someone is rehabbing there, like Tarek Skubal. Then it's gonna be $700.
yeah. They
Um,
do have some like former major league players that are like trying to get back to the major league. It's kind of like, oh, I want to say like an audition league, basically.
Interesting.
mm,
Like a
that's
lot of
cool.
guys get signed to major league teams from the Frontier League. So,
Cool. Madeline, I know you said you wanted to see Arias play this weekend. What do we have? Has anyone heard the timeline for him and what the plan is? Are we just gonna,
I
keep him
heard they're
hanging out in the minor leagues?
I heard they're just taking it slow and they're not like rushing
Hmm.
to get him back.
Yeah, I
But I
don't
He
think
know
that was
what.
like
did.
his
Yeah,
third rehab game, I think, with Columbus at least.
He did hit
yeah.
a home run yesterday,
Aw, good for
earlier
him.
today,
I wouldn't know if it
recently.
was yesterday.
No, it was sorry, he didn't end up playing, so it was today. He played today. So he was out with a left hamstring strain, out for about 2 months now. Yeah, finally this week he began his rehab assignment in Columbus.
Decisions will have to be made.
Yeah, it was today that he homered today in his third at bat. We'll see
I
what
don't even know
happens.
who, I mean, who would you guys move for him?
No one.
I don't know who
Personally.
has
I
No,
options and
no
all
I
hate
that.
to Arias, but Baz
oh
has proven his spot, and
Oh,
they're not going to
absolutely.
send the first draft pick down unless like
no.
he
Yeah.
was like truly underperforming, and he's not. And Rocchio very, very clearly has earned his full-time role here.
Hmm.
Okay,
So,
so
I
I
don't know.
Googled Cleveland Guardians, and then you know how you can like it gives you like a little note box in Google that gives you like today's game, some stats, the next games, and then there's like a little see more button down at the bottom.
Okay.
Like I click on that and there's like games, standings, players. So I'm like, "Oh, players, this is what I want to look at." And it's not even first of all, it's not even all the players on our current squad. It's a bunch of just randomly selected players. But the headshots they chose for some of these guys is insane.
I have
For
to go
some
see
reason, you
this.
do have to go see it. So, Slade is still in his D-backs uniform. Hedgie is
Mm,
in his Pirates uniform.
okay, sure.
Stewart is in, I think, maybe one of his Korean or Japanese uniforms,
Oh
maybe.
my God,
I don't know.
what is
That's so
Kwan's picture?
So,
funny.
yeah, exactly. Kwan's is also hysterical. He's in
That's
his
insane.
all-star
Oh my
hat.
gosh.
But the maybe possibly the craziest one is Sean Armstrong in a Chief Wahoo hat. How
That's
old
so
is
funny.
that photo that that's the one they chose?
Like, I'm
Kate,
sure he has a headshot from this year. Like,
literally.
Yeah.
Colin Holderman is still in Pittsburgh gear. Matt Festa is
Festa
in
in a
Mariners
Mariners
gear.
hat.
What is happening here, guys? And that's it. That's also like Kate Smith doesn't have any picture as far as I can see.
Tim Herron
Joey's
looks like he's giving a TED talk or something.
yes. Oh my God, he does. Joey looks like it's a mugshot, which after today possibly could be.
Ugh.
Like, oh my God. And this is also a really old one from Bybee because he has his like eyeglasses sitting on top of his hat, which looks like maybe a
Uh,
Mother's Day hat. What is
Tim
happening
Herron,
here?
that's so
Tim
funny.
Herron looks like he's giving like a spiritual speech or something, like a
Yeah.
sermon.
All right, so everyone needs to go do this and just also tell Google to just stop whatever they're doing. I don't even know. I need to figure out what hat this is that Stewart's wearing. It's like a weird A.
Hmm.
It's not.
Reno Aces? Is that what that
Oh
is?
my God.
Did he play for them?
What? Maybe. This is crazy, man. That's
Yeah,
nuts.
that
That's
looks
so
like their
goofy.
logo.
That must be it then. When was he there?
I have no idea.
How weird. All right, sorry. That was a tangent, but I highly suggest you all go do that and just giggle to yourself about how ridiculous all those headshots are.
October 5th, 2021, he was optioned to the Reno Aces.
Why are
That's
we
crazy.
Google? Google, you're better than no, you're not. You're not better than this. You're a
Not anymore.
oh, all
Oh no, he
right.
was recalled from the Reno Aces on October 5th, 2021, and then optioned back to the Aces on March 24th, 22.
Stu's been everywhere. He finally got a hit. Did we talk about I can't remember if we actually talked about that or not. Did
No,
we?
we haven't talked yet.
Yeah, because I think he
Yeah.
didn't do it last week. I think he did it recently.
Yeah.
So good for you, Big Stu. And he got it was like a clutch hit too, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got an RBI.
Yeah. Good for you, buddy. Keep it up. I need Hosey to stop pressing, man. And also, Jesus Christ, Chase, my boy. Okay, I
Yeah.
don't want to bring this up, but also it has to be said. Chase, stop challenging. Why let
Didn't he
Yeah.
that
have
boy
like two in one at bat
two
today?
in one at bat and he lost
Mm.
both of them?
Ugh.
That was last night, I'm fairly certain. I don't think that was today. But because he won one today.
Ugh.
We were 4 for 6. We won our first four and then we lost our next two. But yeah,
Pretty
Chase,
good for us.
yeah, that's actually a really good average for us. Chase lost both of them. We didn't even those were our only two challenges. We are 0
Oh
for
my
2 last night.
gosh.
My God, like I can't believe on the second one he said, "No, we're gonna go ahead and challenge this."
Yeah.
Bro, no. If
I
you
was
lose
hoping that
one,
we would get better this year, but it's not happening.
oh,
You
I
like they they really need to just stop letting some of these players have privileges with that.
seriously. And like
Jose
if
is the only
they
one allowed to challenge.
no, the thing is Jose is not either. He has
Oh, okay,
also
never
made
mind.
really
He
bad
also,
challenge
I don't think
decisions.
he does it that often
He doesn't.
either.
He's only challenged
Yeah.
a handful of
I
times.
part of me honestly wants it only to be catchers.
Yeah.
It's not the best strategy, or I think they need a rule that unless the pitch is going to determine like if it's not a strikeout or if it's going to be a walk or something, like don't do it. Or like the ninth inning or something like that.
Hmm.
It's just you're just wasting them.
There's no sense doing it on like a 1-0 pitch, you know?
Drives me crazy. No one on
Where
base.
is,
Like
okay,
there's no
here,
point.
Right.
challenge rate. That's, oh wait, no, not the, here, percent one. Baseball Savant does have a challenge dashboard. I don't like that I'm keeping scrolling. Yep, we're last. Dead last.
Yep. And we're just not learning.
36%. No, no. I truly, truly thought we were going to be so much better at
Hmm.
this than
Yeah.
we are. Why am
Patrick
Do
I?
we know
Bailey
what
is
Austin's
pretty
rate
good
is?
when he's catching. He's gotten some wrong. I mean, no one's going to be perfect at these,
Yeah.
but he's been pretty consistent when
Oh,
he's
here,
catching
players.
in challenges.
View detailed leaderboard. Can I like look? Oh, here, search for a player. Perfect. Okay. Austin. No data found? That's weird.
Maybe he just hasn't.
Weird. I don't know why he's not showing up. Let's see, Bailey. Bailey's on there. Two. Oh, is this just today? This might just be today because it
That
says that
explains
there's,
Hedges.
yeah, I'm like, two? Why does Bailey only have two?
Yeah, he
If
does
this
a
is
decent
definitely just
amount.
today. I'll play around with this a little bit
Yeah.
more because
We
I
can
think,
talk about it on another episode.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, we're not good at this, guys.
Yeah,
I would really like for us to get better. I would really like us to put some guardrails on some of these guys.
pun
Hard
intended.
reels, that's funny.
That was totally unintentional. Yeah, they just I think if you lose one challenge, you need to go in timeout for a little bit.
Yeah,
No iPad time for
that was
you.
your opportunity for the
Yep.
day.
No, sorry, you do not get to challenge now for a week. You
Yeah.
get to study the strike zone. You get to watch tape of all your at-bats, and you get to define what your strike zone is every single time you're out there. And you need to tell it to somebody and say, "Hey, my strike zone is from here to here." Like you have to like it's not
Yeah.
like I need
How
oh
embarrassing for us, honestly.
really it's so why are we so bad at
Yeah.
this?
Especially because, like, I feel like
Ah,
we went in with the expectation that we were going to be so good
I
at
was
this.
so
truly
confident. I'm so annoyed that I was so wrong.
fully convinced. Oh, here. I did. Okay, so how sorry, I did just find I'm not exactly sure how they're doing this. Most successful. Oh, you know what? I was looking at those are the batters. All right, so as a fielder, maybe Hedgie hasn't challenged a as a batter yet. Okay, so there's Bailey. Bailey has a 60% win rate. He's challenged 50 times this year. He's still listed with the Giants. Has won 30, lost 20. So, and he is number 10 among
Okay.
catchers.
Okay, so
Um,
top third, if we're just considering, like main catcher kind of.
yeah, let me see. Okay, there's Hedgie. Hedgie has challenged 31, has a 55% win rate. Has won 17, lost 14. Not
Could be
horrible.
worse.
He's ranked 59th among catchers. I'm not exactly sure where that ranking. I think the ranking, yeah, the ranking is net ABS. It's called net over four. Is that how they're talking about this? Net ABS overturns more than expected by a player seeing identical pitches. Okay.
That's too many words.
It's too many words. Overturns versus expected. So it's some kind of like war-esque stat, I suppose, but that's their how Baseball Savant is doing these. Dylan Dingler is currently number one with a 70% overturn rate, which Jesus Christ.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. There are a couple guys who are at 100%, but that's only because, oh, you know what? There is a Duran on the Padres who has challenged 9 and he's only lost 1. So good for
Hmm.
him. Carson Kelly also has a really good. He's had 31 challenges, so same as Hedgie, and he has an 84% overturn rate.
Okay.
Now
See, it
this
can
is
be done.
oh my God, Sandy Leone is on this list.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow. Who's he
Who does
80
playing
he even play for
for?
now?
possibly. I can't be 100% certain. It says the Braves, but considering they had Bailey's wrong, I'm not fully confident that he's correct. Yeah, no, he's with the Braves.
Okay.
Good for you, Sandy. Still kicking it. How old is this man? 37. My God.
37, yeah.
Hmm.
All right, dude. All right. Well, if
His
anyone,
MLB page says nickname Noah.
Noah,
I wonder where that comes from.
that's okay. Sure. Why not?
His full name is Sandy David Leon Lopez, so I have no idea where that nickname comes from.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not? All right. Well, yeah, the Baseball Savant page does have, I mean, a lot of their stats go over my head a little bit. But definitely they have a fairly thorough breakdown of a lot of ABS stuff. So if that's something that you're interested in, highly recommend going to check that out and seeing the breakdowns of every single challenge of every single player from every single game. Oh, look at that. They even
It's
have the
very
inning,
interesting.
the count, who the catcher was, who the pitcher was. Wow.
Mm.
This is intense, man.
I was gonna say it's very interesting that we just got like a whole slew of new stats once ABS
It
was
is
Yeah.
very interesting.
enacted.
Yeah. Apparently, one of the other things that they are currently testing out in minor leagues too is a check swing
Oh yeah.
automated.
Mm.
Hmm.
I don't know if that is that something, I don't know, Madeline, if you know, since you went to, I know you only saw one inning. I don't pay too much attention to the minor leagues. Is that like a challenge system also? Like, do you have to,
I didn't see, unfortunately,
yeah.
so I do not know,
All right. Well,
sadly.
Yeah, it's a check swing challenge. So
okay. So it's the same
hitters,
thing. It's kind
pitchers,
of an
and
ABS.
catchers can challenge the call. So similar, basically the
Yeah.
same thing as
ABS, but make it check
yeah.
swings.
Yeah. That probably doesn't come up as often.
Yeah, most likely. I mean,
But that is interesting.
we already have the ability to double check with the, so I think instead of appealing to like the third base or first base ump, my assumption would be now it's a check swing ABS instead of doing that appeal, which only happens like a handful of times a game, if that.
Yeah. I
Um,
don't feel like umps are usually like, yeah, of course we will
yeah.
overturn that for you.
Oh, there was what ump was it? It was one of the umps during the Rangers series this weekend, and he would say it's challenged, but then would elaborate no further on what else is going on. Like there was only one time he said that the call stands. Like when it was overturned, he just kept going with the game. He's like, I'm not acknowledging this. All right. Well, I think it that is it for this episode. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. And thank you all for, as always, for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on your favorite podcasting app and on our social channels so you don't miss a thing. Also, we do have a Discord. So check our link tree in any of our bios for a link to join. We normally have a very lively discussion happening during the games. If we're winning, or we're all posting sad memes if we're losing. So join for
We
one
have
of those things.
some fun bot action happening too.
Yes, the Austin
Check that
Hedges
out.
bot is a joy as always. So, but yeah, go ahead and join us there. It's a lot of fun. And as always, whether you are here for the hot takes, the heartbreaks, or the home runs, don't get caught looking. Go Guards!
Go Guards.
Go Cards.